day I'm hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling. Every
Oh, welcome back. Uh-oh. We got a little... Welcome back. Hold on. We got a little... There we go. Welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix. You are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today, we got ourselves a banger daily market news and analysis. How's everyone feeling out of 10? Let me know. I think we got our live on YouTube. How does the audio sound? How does everything look? We got our charts up. We even got a little bit of music. So let me know if that is too loud. It's a little bit too loud for me, but that's okay. What is up? I got a lot of background noise on TikTok. Well, if you want a better viewing experience, head over to YouTube at your boy Ski, YABOYSKEY. Says all good on YouTube. So they're saying it's looking good, looking real good on YouTube. Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting that share so other people can spam the like button. You're probably getting the background noise of my computer, like just working overdrive. Are you on vacation, Ski? I don't know if I would call it that. I'm visiting family for the 4th of July. 4th of July is my favorite holiday, for sure. What is up? So we can look at whatever you guys want to look at. This is going to be, we're going to count this as the final sort of test, because I'll be here till the 6th. But I think I have mostly, I studied really hard trying to get these settings right. So I think that this is going to be our quote, last little test run, if you will. And then we might do a longer live stream later on tonight, but that we will be live for sure. All the kinks are out. We're going to be Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Central Time. So we're going to do the market open and all of that. But right now, we're looking at Bitcoin right now, and it is looking really good. Looking extra breathable and submissive right now. Bitcoin is the first green day that we've had on Bitcoin in a long time. Over 2 weeks at this point, Bitcoin has been skidding from the top of the range all the way back down to the bottom. All the way back down to the bottom. You hate to see it, but these prices are looking really, really good in my opinion. And again, the same thing is true. When we're at the top of the range, it's high fives all around. When we're at the bottom of the range, it's, oh my God, is this ever going to end? Someone, please help us. For the love of God, make it stop. But in reality, these are some really good prices that we may never again ever get. And right now, I actually really like that. The fact that, and again, I have this line in the sand at this moving average at 59K. Not moving average. But the moving average is there now at this stage in the game. The 200 moving average is here. Is the bull run and Sonic over? Absolutely not. Again, we are at the bottom of the range. That's it. Here's the reality of the thing. Here's the deal. When rising tides floats all ships, when Bitcoin, seemingly looking like it's about to do it right now, finds support at the bottom of the range and shoots up to the top of the range again, guess what? Everything else is going to do the same. It will start with Ethereum and Solana are going to rise up just like Bitcoin, and then everything built on those layers are going to do the same. Everything built on those layers are going to do the same. And we've just been at the same range right here for Sonic. I mean, this is realistically what's happened here. We've been at this same exact range too. For like the whole part of the entire chart. We have been at this price relatively outside of a couple of highs. We've been at the same price for how many hours? And right at the 1,356 hours, because we're on the hourly chart right now. And if you guys want to see what I'm seeing, head over to YouTube or Twitch. If you want a better viewing experience, you could head over there and you could see the charts of what I'm seeing right now. But make sure you guys are spamming the like button. He says, hi, what is up, fam? But yeah, we've been here for a long time. And then furthermore, we were here again. This is the sort of like area of value, if you will, or the price that it keeps gravitating to. So this is the value play right now. And we're right on the 236 for Sonic with all of the, Bitcoin at the bottom of the range, Solana at the bottom of the range, every single thing at the Sonic accumulation or markup. Sonic has the exact same chart as Link, okay? And you have to understand, within every phase, there are phases within the phases, right? Whoops. Because sorry guys, I am not used to, what the hell? The reality of the situation is, within Wyckoff, there is Wyckoff. Uh-oh. Within Wyckoff, there is Wyckoff. And so when we look at Sonic's chart, it's the exact same as Link. So I would say on a macro phase, we are ending the accumulation phase. We are ending the accumulation phase. So this is all of accumulation, aka the bottom. And then you have your sign of strength, aka confirming the bottom is done. And then you have your back test of the prior range. This is all this is, and all Wyckoff is making sure that there is no more supply available. It's all about supply and demand. So the back test of the prior range is making sure that there is no more supply available. That's what this is. And this has the same exact chart. So on the macro, that's where Sonic is. It's at the end of your sign of strength back test of the prior range. It's at the end of that phase on the macro. Now, when you zoom in a little bit, there is Wyckoff going on within Wyckoff, which means it's getting more and more near what it's doing. So right now, on the macro time frame, we have our sign of strength back test of the prior range. That firmly marks the end of accumulation, and the next phase on the macro is the markup phase. Now, when you zoom in even more, you have accumulation right in here at the 236 within accumulation. Okay, so we could be here a little bit longer, but all things are done. There is no more stipulations where this needs to do anything else. But what I would anticipate, and all of my stuff went away, so I don't even know how to. Good morning, bro. Good morning. Good morning, fam. Good morning. Let's go, Sonic. Let's go, guys. He says, well, this looks different. Yeah. If you want the same look, you can go over on YouTube. You can go over on YouTube, and you can see the charts that I'm looking at. But I don't have my regular TikTok studio thing right now. I can only do one. Let's go, Sonic. My brother Ski. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for the hearts, brother. What's up, Big D? What's up, Cali XT? What's up, guys? Why we bearish Sonic to $1? That's facts. So in reality, the next phase, this is accumulation within accumulation. The next phase is we're going to get a micro sign of strength back test, and then move its way up. And then that would be the macro markup as well. So we're doing accumulation within accumulation, okay? And this sign of strength marks the end of accumulation. Let me see if I can get... Let me see if I can get a good chart for you guys. Here we go. All right. So in reality, here is the full schematic, right? You have your preliminary support, your selling climax. You just stay at this bottom range for a good bit. Then you get your sign of strength and your back test of the prior range, right? That is what it's at. And that marks the end of this phase. The sign of strength back test marks the end of that. It marks the end of it, okay? Here's another example of how it works. Look, you have this accumulation, this big move to the upside, you back test it, and then boom, mark up. Okay? Solnic is doing that right now within doing that. When NFT? Very, 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 very soon. Okay? Very, very, very soon. Right? The NFTs are done. Hey, what's up, Crypto Queen? Thanks for sending me the airdrop yesterday. Solnic is ready for a pump. That's facts. Listen, the airdrops are finished. They are complete. Okay? We have already filed for our launch pad, right? And we don't need to do that if we don't get it in time. We'll just do a website. But I would rather have the launch pad. So we have the launch pad. The only thing that is still waiting on right now is we have a second set of eyes that are testing and looking at each individual one and making sure that they are perfect. Because here's the deal. Once we upload them onto the blockchain, that's it. We can't fix it. And if something is screwed up, you cannot fix it. That's it. So it's a thing that we need to take our time, make sure it is correct, and get it done. That process is almost done. Okay, so everything is done. Everything is lined up. It is one more quality check before we upload it, because I do not want to upload a shitty product. I don't. That's not what I want. That's not what I'm going to do. All right. But everything is on schedule, and we're just literally dotting the T's, crossing the I's. That is a system, a process, unfortunately, that cannot be rushed. You cannot rush quality control. Okay? But I will say, very, very, very soon, this will be launched. And we have been able to raise some money as well on the side. We've been able to raise some money for some marketing and some development as well with the DIS. So that is good news. I'm surprised the Trump or MAGA meme coin didn't pump after the debate. It's probably an example of buy the rumor, sell the news type deal. Buy the rumor, sell the news. I don't know what happened. Let me try to type in Dex Tools again, because this is weird looking. I did something. I zoomed in somehow, and it got rid of all the indicators. He asked me for DIS. Let's look at DIS. Oh, this might be a good buy right now. Oh, yeah. 114. She's a steal. Back test of the prior range. Yeah, this is a good deal. Sent you a message yesterday. Let me know how to receive my airdrop. Web, just send me your Solana address. I have to manually do this, and I am hanging out with my family, so if I'm slow getting back to you guys, I'm sorry, but I will get you. And if I'm late, I will get interest as well. All right, let's look at, what do you guys want to look at? What coins do you guys want to look at? That is sort of the update. I mean, Bitcoin, it's looking good to me at 61,000. We're at the bottom of the range. The 200 is just screaming to the upside. Now it's at 58,000, which is where we wick to anyways. So in my opinion, like rarely ever. Nothing. Okay, let me start with this. XRP $5 to $14. Rarely ever do you see any project just crush through. And I'm going to say, like, anything is possible, right? Anything is possible. But rarely ever do you see a project the first time just crush right through the 200 moving average. You almost never see it. So the fact that we are at this RSI 20, finally about to cross to the upside, that is bullish. We're at the bottom of the range again. That is bullish. We made a higher low. That is bullish. Okay? And then the 200 moving average is right here. All right? It's at 58,000. That, to me, that's the floor, guys. Like, rarely ever, even in a bear market, do you see, I've only seen it 2 times where Bitcoin even got below the 200, but especially in the state of which we're at right now, and especially the first time, rarely ever, ever, ever do you see a project rip right through the 200 moving average the first time it tests it. Usually, it would take 3, 4, 5 touches before it would actually make that plunge. But the fact that this is the first time, I would anticipate a strong reaction off of this 200 moving average, and especially over the next couple of weeks. Like, we just had the full moon. Like, in my opinion, we're about out of that. Okay, this has been how many days now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're out of the full moon, and we're about to be entering into the new moon phase of the market, which is the most bullish time. All right, Solana. Yeah, I think Solana's a pretty good play here. Let's look up Solana. Again, like, as Bitcoin rises, guess what? Everything is going to rise. And the same thing for Solana is true. Strong reaction, touch the 200 moving average. And again, like, rarely do you see anything touch it the first time, and then that is it. Like, it almost never happens, right? So, nice touch on the 200 moving average and a strong little bounce here. So, yeah, I think that Solana is, and it made, again, a higher low as well. So, yeah, I think that this is going to be good. I think that as Bitcoin makes another leg higher, Solana has a real potential to get into price discovery. And like, here's the reality too. When you really zoom out, Bitcoin is at a range. It's been at a range for 4 months, and ranges are boring as hell. Okay. And there's really nothing to say about it, honestly, other than, like, we're still in this range. That's it. That's the end of, as boring and as simple as that is the reality of, is like, okay, we're at this range again and it's boring. I'm sorry that it's boring. Do you know if July is actually red or green month? Typically the summer months are boring and bloody. Rarely do you see a bull run in a summer month. Can you look at the Bitcoin dominance and the DXY? Yes. Bitcoin dominance, I think it had a pretty stern rejection. I have not checked on the DXY in a minute, but let me check on the DXY. That's an important point, Robert, you certainly should be paying attention to the DXY. 105. All right, let me look at the Bitcoin dominance first. 54. Yeah. Again, stern rejection. And look. Okay, listen, this is important. So I'm looking at Bitcoin dominance. If you want to see the chart that I'm looking at, if you're watching on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube and Twitch right now as well. YABOYSKEY. We need to hold below 106.5 on the DXY. Yes, the 106.5 is a pretty critical artificial made up number that is critical. So we've had 1, 2, 3, and then this would be the 4th time that we touch the 200 moving average on the Bitcoin dominance, okay? And again, rarely ever the first time do you touch a 200 moving average do you just swipe right through it. But the Bitcoin dominance has now had 4 touches in this same sort of time frame. This is going to roll over very soon. I don't know that it's going to do it this time. But again, the same thing happened. We are showing early signs of a reversal with this sort of parallel channel that we're having with lower highs and lower lows. If we take out this low right here at 53.7%, that could be the one that doesn't. And especially as this, like, I mean, it's right at the 200 again. So, and again, I'm not saying it's going to right now. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is this is showing a setup for weakness. This is showing a setup for a reversal. 4 times touching the 200, higher lows, lower highs and lower lows ever since April. April is when this started. So a couple of months now. So this could take some time to play out, but it is showing signs of doing just that. What's up, Sonic fam? What is up? What is up, Sonic fam? Got a nice bag of ICP at $7. What a steal it was. 22 in March. It's like 60% off. Yeah. Webb, if you got a bag at $7, like, you're chilling right now. Like, you like it when it goes up, but when it goes down, you're just in a really good spot. And that's where you want to be. That's why you want to be accumulating the boredom. That's why you want to be accumulating the blood, so that even when you do have more pullbacks, you're in a good spot because you're still in the green. And then all you have to remember is, like, this is my average cost. Like, I'm good, bro. I'm in a good spot right now. Yeah, let's look at the DXY because I haven't looked at the DXY in a minute. And that is a critical level. Pretty, same thing for the DXY too. So it's finding support off the 200. Yeah, we'll see if it gets above. For me, the actual number is about 107. If we go above 107, that would indicate a bull run for the DXY. But right now, 106.5 is like the next sort of level. But this has already shown a decent bit of strength here. We'll see what it does, but I don't anticipate it to get above that. And that is sort of why we're feeling pain in the market. When the DXY goes running, ramping, everything tends to fall down. Because realistically, all you're doing, when you really zoom out and understand what's going on, you're trading, ideally, in an ideal scenario, if you do it correctly, you are trading when when your dollar becomes strong, right? AKA the DXY goes up. You're trading that strong dollar for weak equities, such as crypto, such as the stock market, right? And then when the equities go up higher and the DXY goes down, you're trading it back. That's it. That's really the wave cycle that you want to be on. You want to take strong dollars and buy weak equities. And then you want to take strong equities and buy weak dollars. Dang, who dumped? I mean, it's just starting out. Yeah, someone did. That's a nice dip. Nice dip. Do you think AVAX will hit the 1618? I do. I do think that the AVAX will hit the 1618. I mean, let them go, bro. Like, I'm going to be pushing everything through the next bear market, through the next bull market. And then I'm going to be really making my next play in the next bear market. Where is AVAX? Do I think AVAX will hit the 1618? I do think that the AVAX will hit the 1618. People want stuff right this second. They want zero wait time. They have green candles to chase. They have green candles to chase and to get wrecked upon. And that's just the sad reality of. Do you think Solana can reach 10 million by this year? Like 10 million would be 10 million could happen next month. In reality, the next leg higher for Bitcoin makes a next leg higher for Solana. That's it. Okay? On top of all of that, we are doing fundamental things. Grinding in the trenches. DCAing on exchanges. Bridging to base. All of that, right? All of these things are happening. 10 million is only the 1618. I would say minimum, and it's not even like the end of this year. Somebody diss the diss. You never diss the diss. But yeah, 25 million is my target for the next leg by the, by in the next few months, not even the end of the year. So yeah, 10 million to me is like bare bones minimum. And it's not even going to take the whole year, in my opinion. It's going to take Solana getting into price discovery. That's it. That's literally all it will take. Dr. Dis will come back because technically Solana ain't pumped yet. Yeah, and I'm going to be pumping all of that. By the way, we put out a thing in the Trusted Agents chat. If you guys want to fill out the form for TikTok to get my account back, you guys can do that. I'll put it out in the main chat, but I put it out in the Trusted Agents chat. But we'll put it out in the main chat as well if you guys want to fill out the form. I filled it out a few times already. So we'll see. I'm going to start being more aggressive about getting it back. I was just trying to let them do their thing so that I could just get my account back organically, normally. But they haven't done it yet, so I'm going to start becoming more aggressive about it. And if not, again, it doesn't matter to me. I've had 0 videos go viral. None. Not one. 0. 0. I did this by having the process, grinding, being consistent, and trying to make a better product over and over and over again. Trying to add as much value to you guys as I possibly can. That's how I have done this. What happened with your account? Okay, well, I'll tell you what happened. Is certain creators will mass report other creators because they think that is their route to getting ahead. And for a brief time, it is. But long term, that will not work. So that's what's happened. Other creators have mass reported my accounts. And they suspended my TikTok account. Is this the one that has a picture of the live stream a few days ago? Yes. Yeah, so that's the reality. But again, I've had 0 videos go viral on TikTok. None. Most people that you see under like 50,000 followers or about that range, what you'll see is you'll see a pen video or two that has like 1 million views. And then everything else has like 300 views. That was not my story. Okay, my story was it started out like 200 views, 200 views, 300 views, and then it was like 500 views, and then it was like 1,000, and then it was like 5,000 every single time, and then it was like 10,000. But I haven't had any viral videos. I was just making a better product over and over and over again. Mine was a slow trickle grind And so I can do that again. Except I'm way better at this game than I was when I started. Bunch of haters, broken, lonely. Right, exactly. But, I mean, it's all good. Gotta rebuke those demons. In reality, like, here's what's about to happen on the 8th. On the 8th, I'm starting July 8th, I'm starting a program with a bunch of other real deal filmmakers. I'm talking real deal, not content creators, filmmakers, like Netflix, like, don't forget me, Ski. Please remind me. I'm talking, you know, Netflix, the NFL, real deal. It's because they know the strength of the community. That's facts. Real deal filmmakers that I'm going to be collaborating with, like over 20 of them. All of us are going to be collaborating, trying to make a really good product. Starting on the 8th. So I'm really excited for that. And I'm really excited for the type of content that I'm going to be bringing you guys. Do you know who it was? I know who it was. But I'm not even going to give them my prana. Like, again, it does not matter at the end of the day. Because I will get it back. Or B, I will continue to grind and hustle, and I will make an even better product, and I will come back even stronger. Like, that's it. Or C, both. C is the most likely option. That's it. Is the film thing so that you can make better content? Yes, I'm trying to really work on my storytelling. I'm trying to really work on the cinematography. I'm trying to really work on really taking the content to the next level. It was Mason, probably. No, I don't think it was Mason. Or are you working in film? No, everything that I'm doing is for this channel / for Solnic. So the other people are working in film, but I'm doing it for Solnic and this channel, and to present to you guys the best possible product that I can. And I'm going to continue this process. Like, don't do this, but if you guys saw my videos from like 4 years ago, they were trash. They're unwatchable. They're so cringy. It is unwatchable. So I don't recommend you do that, but if you wanted to, you could watch some of my old videos and see how trash they were compared to today. It's not even the same thing. Like, it's not even in the same realm. And I'm excited for, like, next year or in 2 years or next year to be able to look back at today and be like, these videos are trash. Can you check price prediction for Row SX? How does the music on YouTube sound, by the way, guys? Yeah, I got you on that. Is that going to be on yeah, we got some buys coming in for this. Is that going to be on whatchamacallit? Have to start somewhere, bro. Keep grinding. Well, I like it, though, is the thing. I like the process. For me, and just like I tell my sons play baseball. Let me look up this. ROSX. Both my sons play baseball and they do jiu-jitsu, okay? And this is what I'm constantly harping on my kids. It has nothing to do with outcome, okay? It's all about, we cannot control outcome. We can control the inputs and the process of becoming better and better and better. And the process of, you don't hear music? Really? I can turn it up a little bit. I definitely hear music. How about now? It's the process. It's not about the inputs, though. It's about the process or excuse me, it's not about the outcome, it's about the inputs. That's what we can control, and the process of constantly refining that, putting in more work, putting in more work, putting in more work, making the work better, crafting that, making it better, crafting that, making it better, doing that over and over and over again. I'm in love with that process. And you can control your inputs, you cannot control the outcome. Music was always fine. Yeah, there's no music on TikTok, fam. That it won't be like that. It'll be like this on TikTok until the 6th when I get back. But if you want to hear, like, if you want the normal regular thing, we are live on YouTube right now. YABOYSKEY, and it has a bit of a better sort of setup. Hey, my man, what is... It might be too loud now. Oh, shit. What is the last 4? There we go. What is the last 4 on ROSX? Little jumpy. Yeah, Crypto Leo got his taken down. This has happened again. I'm not the first one that this has happened to. I'm not the first person that this has happened to. This happened to Crypto Mason. This happened to Crypto Leo. This has happened to a lot of people. Can you not appeal? Yeah, I've appealed it. And I have the form for all of you guys to appeal it as well. But that's where I'm at with it is I would love to have my account back. Like, I've worked for 4 years on that account. I would love to have it back. More than 4 years. I've been posting there since like 2019. But realistically, I've been grinding since like 2021 maybe. I would love to have it back. I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't want it back. No, I want it back. But what I'm saying is I'm okay and I'm at peace if I never get it back. Because in reality, TikTok is not who made me. I didn't have one viral video blow up and then here I am. I've arrived. No, that's not what happened to me. Can you put a link in the YouTube comments for everyone here? It should be in the Telegram. I don't have it. If someone wants it, if one of the trusted agents would put that in the YouTube chat, I would appreciate that. Is the ROX brother? Which one is that? What's the contract address for that? What's the last 4? So I'm using my phone on the left for TikTok, so I can't. Where can we appeal it for you? Yeah, if one of the trusted agents wants to put it out in the main chat, the form, I would appreciate that, and put it in the YouTube chat and put it on the main Telegram. It's the first one. Cool. How do you know when a chart is on distribution about to go down versus leg up, mark up? Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question. There's a few things that you could look at. Okay. So this right here, on first glance, this stage of it looks like distribution, right? And it was. So let me zoom out a little bit more. And again, there's multiple. You can have multiple phases at multiple times, right? So if you zoom in on the 1 minute, you can have a full cycle. Or if you zoom out on the weekly, you can have a bigger cycle, right? So it's not incumbent of. This isn't a great example, actually, but we'll go to Bitcoin and show you because this didn't make a new all-time high, right? But if I pull a fib from here, actually, it might. Okay, so there's a couple. So I pulled a fib from here because this was the initial launch, and I'm sort of discounting this. This was the first sort of it found support and came back up. So that's where I pulled my fib from. But I'm going to show you a better example while doing this as well. So this came back down. So this is my fib pull from here to here. It went to the 1618. So that would be clue number 1. Anything that's in price discovery, that is chopping at price discovery. right? But if you look at the schematic would just be like after a big rise, after a bull run, if you will, after things went euphoric, if you will, into distribution. And distribution would be the opposite of what accumulation looks like. Typically, you will find, like there's other clues. Clue number one is it just went on a bull run. It just went euphoric. It went parabolic, right? That's clue number one. Clue number two, that it's in distribution, is it's chopping sideways after it went on a bull run. Clue number three is it's at a certain Fibonacci level, like 1618, 2618, 3618. Those are all pretty easy clues that you can look at, right? And then if you know the actual schematic of it, it looks like this. You have your buying climax. So that's when it's realistically going to be the most euphoric. You have an automatic. So this would be the technical schematic on what you'd be looking for. Rarely do you get it on a meme coin, but you can find this though, a parabolic and your first initial take profit. That to me is like, that's your first big sign. And especially if it's at a big level at the Fibonacci's. But again, this was distribution here. This is now your markdown phase for ROXS. And it's going to reaccumulate for a little while before it starts the next leg. The next leg could take you as high as 10 cents. Where can you appeal for you? The trusted agents should have the appeal form. If they want to put that in the main chat, I would appreciate that. But yeah, there's subtle signs. Also, you could look at. So let's look at an actual market, right? Let's look at Bitcoin. There are definitely signs. Like I said, a sign is the Fibonacci's. Another sign is just structurally. You're just seeing this like sort of like a crown looking thing, right? A crown. You could view it like that. Another sign is like you see, so we're looking at Bitcoin, which Bitcoin had a true distribution in 2021. Okay? So when it went parabolic, right, it just went on a straight line up. And then it was chopping here. Like that is distribution. It already had a straight line up bull run, and now it's chopping. Okay, that is a sign. Another sign too is your RSI has peaked. Are we holding off on pushing Dr. Disrespect? No, to me, like it's a really good buy right now. You think ROSX would hit 20? I think about 10 cents. Yeah, no, it's a really good buy in my opinion right now. I'll have my regular setup back in on the 6th. I'll be back home. Can you look at Landlove? Is it about to have a leg up or distribute consolidation sideways? He's asking what phase is Landwolf in. Is this the correct one, by the way? This is in distribution if it is. I can tell you right now. And, like, you're lucky to get a long one. If you get a long one, like, you're lucky, honestly. All right, so this is like a good example. Is this the correct one, John? So I'm on the daily. We can zoom in. But this is like a good example. And again, this is only like the first. If it's healthy, it will actually come back up and maybe even make a new all-time high. Right? It might even poke just a little bit above it. That would be a healthy distribution. Right? And then it would start to do like one of these numbers. This would be the most healthiest scenario. But a lot of times with meme coins, you don't get a full macro distribution. This might be it. Right? So when we zoom in, to the, like, let's zoom in a little bit. You might, woo, I'm not used to operating this Mac here. Yeah, when you zoom in, that's what you see. You see a big, whoops. You see a big parabolic rise followed by your buying climax right here. This is definitely your buying climax. Then your automatic reaction. And again, most times with meme coins, you don't get a full healthy distribution. But in my opinion, this at a minimum is going to come back down to about 0.0064. I would take profit if it were me, with the understanding that it might poke above to a new all-time high. So this would be sideways, like at best case. This is best case. Because with meme coins, you definitely have to use a bit of discretion, right? At best case, this is what it's going to get. You're going to get a little poke higher, and then it's going to start to chop, trade sideways before it finally rolls over. That is kind of like your best case scenario. And this, it's irrelevant for time. Like, I'm not saying this is going to take all the way until August to play out. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just showing you structurally what it would look like for best case scenario. In reality, though, this could just skid and then fall off because there is no trading right here between. There's none. There's zero trading between 0.011. There is absolutely no trading between there and here. And when that happens, that tends to fill out, which is a healthy thing to do, by the way. So you think Bitcoin is going down? I do not think Bitcoin is going down. There are multiple reasons why I don't think that Bitcoin is going down below where it already bottomed at 58K. Reason number one is we have been at the same exact range for 4 months now. So we have no reason to believe that it's going to break out of it. Reason number two is the RSI is extremely low, which would be indicative that it's not going to continue lower. Reason number three is the 200 moving average has already met where the price is. Rarely ever do you find the 200 the very first time and just crash right through it. It rarely happens on any asset. Rarely does that ever happen. It usually takes 3 or 4 touches on the 200 before you finally sort of break through it. So to answer your question, like, no, I do not think that we're going lower. The 200 is at 58K. We already touched that. To me, that was about it. And usually the first time you touch the 200 moving average, usually you find a violent bit of support off of it. That doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen this time. And also, like, anything is technically possible. But I have not been this bullish on the market since the war in Israel kicked off. I have not been this bullish on the market since the war in Israel kicked off. Not even a little bit. Yeah. Hopefully, I still haven't figured out how to get my thumbnail and title, like, started. So